Hello, and the big day has arrived. It's the charity Facebook live stream. Hope everyone can hear me and they can see me. Hopefully, my camera's facing the right way and I'm not upside down. And volume wise, everything's okay. Over the next 7 hours, you're going to be seeing some of the best card magic you've ever seen. I'm only joking, I'm not going to be here for that long. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, if you don't know me, my name's Ross, because you may be watching this Facebook page for the very first time. And I'm going to be showing you some of my favourite card tricks of all time. And you can donate to a very special cause, the Trussell Trust, who give money to food banks across the UK. You can do so by visiting my Just Giving page, which should be in the link in the description. So you can donate to that. I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's donated so far, because the amount of donations have been beyond my wildest dreams. So thank you to everyone who's donated. Also, I want to say a happy birthday. I don't know if he's going to be watching, but I want to say a happy birthday to one of my magician friends, Graham White, whose birthday it is today. And a bit of housekeeping. If you want me to know you're watching, make sure you comment in below. You also can tell me if you've donated by commenting below in case I don't get a chance to look at my Just Giving page. I've got my brother behind the camera if he wants to say hello. You can talk, don't be shy.
Hello.
And he's going to be helping me out with a few tricks, and I'm also going to get members of my own household. And if you're wondering whereabouts in the house I'm in my living room and sitting at the dining table. And I hope you're all safe and well and you're staying at home, and if you're not staying at home, you're in the garden enjoying the sunshine. So, without further ado, here's our very first magic trick of the afternoon, and it's inspired by one of my favourite magicians in the world, which is Dynamo. And it begins with a very special Joker card. Hopefully Fraser's showing you this in the camera properly. And it's a Dynamo in a bottle. Okay? So we've got Dynamo in a bottle. The reason it's in a bottle is because one of his famous tricks is taking mobile phones and putting them inside bottles. So we're going to take Dynamo in a bottle, and we're going to leave him on the table. We'll come back to him in a second. Guess what, Fraser? This is the point where you help me out. I'm going to run my thumb down the side of the cards. Just say stop. Just say
Stop.
There. Perfect. And the card you selected was the Four of Hearts.
Yep.
So we've got the Four of Hearts, Dynamo in a bottle. Watch this. Get a good close up on this. Watch. As we make one of the hearts, or the Four hearts, completely disappear.
Wow.
But the question is, where does it go? If you were watching at the start, you may remember that I put a card down and it was Dynamo in a bottle. But it's not just Dynamo in a bottle now. It's a heart in a bottle. Just like that. So that's our first trick. As I say, make sure you donate to the Trussell Trust by visiting my Just Giving page. It's a very worthy cause. £10 of your money will go towards feeding a family for an evening. £20 helps them get out of poverty. But if all you can donate is a £5, then every little helps, as a well-known supermarket would say. And if you can't donate at all, well, you can do things that cost absolutely nothing, which help me out. You can like my Facebook page if you haven't already. If you've liked my Facebook page, you can invite your friends to like my Facebook page so that we can boost the level of likes on my page up. And if you've done all of that and you want to be even more helpful, you can like this video and you can share it with your pals in case they've not seen it and they can watch it back later when it's not live. And going by Fraser's face, it sounds like we've got a comment in the comment section, have we?
Yeah, it says the Colin McRae, the McRae's in Edinburgh are watching.
Hello, Colin. Anybody else commented so far? No? Well, keep your comments coming in and you can let me know that you're watching. And if you've got any questions as well, you can comment below. With that in mind, we'll get on to our next trick. And it uses a different pack of cards this time. And I'm going to begin by giving them a shuffle. And on our last trick, we used one of the heart cards. So I thought for this one, we'd use all of them. So we're going to take out all the hearts in the order in which they were shuffled in. I'll try and do this as quickly as I possibly can. Is that them all? I believe it is, yeah. Now, for this trick, it involves a series of different shuffles. The first one looks like this. That's called the overhand shuffle. You might see your granny when she plays poker shuffle cards like that. The next one is called the kiddie shuffle, because any children under 5 that are watching, this is how they think shuffling cards works. The next one is a magician shuffle, because it looks very fancy and showy off you, like magicians like to do. And it involves every second card being stuck out like so. And the final shuffle comes from Australia. Do you know why it comes from Australia?
Don't
You
know.
ask?
Don't know.
It's because it's called the down under deal. Because you take one card down and you put one card under. You put one card down and one card under. You put one card down, one card under. 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 One down, one under. One down, one under, one down. And just like the world at the moment, things can seem a bit chaotic and a bit disorganised. But from chaos, you get order, because that's an ace. And that's the 2. And that's the 3. And that's the 4. And that's the 5. And that's the 6. That's the 7. That's the 8. That's the 9. That's the 10. That's the Jack, the Queen, and the King. And that's order from chaos. But I'm not going to stop there, because we've done some magic with the hearts. Let's see if we can do some magic with something else. So we'll take the King of Clubs. I'll stand up for this bit, move the table out a wee bit. Get a good close up on this. Watch. As it changes into an ace. I can see my mother's watching behind. Say stop.
Stop.
And that's our second ace. We take the ace of diamonds and we put the ace of spades directly underneath it. And you get a really cool visual if you get a nice close up on this. Watch. 1, 2, 3. There's one ace. Jumps just like that. And there we go. So while I'm clearing this trick up, Fraser, remind people how they donate.
It's the Just Giving page
Yeah. And where can they find the Just Giving page?
on your Facebook page.
Yeah. And also where else can they find it? Do you remember?
Will you remind them?
It's in the description of this video, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, it should be. So, there's a trick I want to do later, but in order for it to work, what I need people to do, if they are watching, is to comment below with the name of any random playing card. Okay? And if we get at least one, we'll use that for a trick later on. Okay?
Okay.
So if you're watching this and you want to get involved, comment below with the name of any playing card you like, and we'll use that for a trick later on.
Okay.
So I thought for my next trick, I would bring two special guests in. The first one, she's not getting a choice in the matter, it's my own mother. So, Mum, do you want to grab a seat? And when she sits down, we'll introduce our second guest. Hello, Mum. Welcome to the Facebook live stream. Say hello to whoever's watching.
Hello everyone.
Have we got quite a few watching, Fraser?
Yes, I've got 7 people.
We've got 7. That's not bad.
Hi Nicola, hi Kat.
Get sharing the video so we can get as many people watching as we can. Now I said we'd have a second special guest for this particular trick. And if you have any young people at home that are of primary school age, get them watching this next bit because they're going to love it. Let's welcome today's second special guest. It's the one, the only, the legend that is Neil Sloth. Say hello, Neil. Neil, you're live on Facebook. Yes, you really are live on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that? You know who that is. That's your mum.
It's me.
Neil's going to do a magic trick for us, Mum.
Okay.
But what I'd like you to do is to take the cards out of the box.
Okay. Okay.
And give them
Oh,
the best shuffle that you can possibly do.
okay.
Mum, Leslie's watching.
I'm not doing more, but I'm doing my best.
Your pal Leslie's watching you shuffle cards live on Facebook.
Hi Leslie. Right. There you go.
What's that, Neil? You're not shuffled good enough. You keep shuffling.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh. See, I told you I wasn't that great. Right, is that enough, Neil? Yeah. Okay.
What we're going to do is I'm going to take the cards and I want you to lift about half.
About half?
Yeah. Close enough. You take half.
Half of that?
No, you just take
You
that
take that half, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll just put that half down here because I don't need it down for the moment. And what I want you to do is put down 10 cards on the table.
Just straight from the top.
Go for it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Put all the cards over there.
These ones?
Yeah, put them over there. We'll come back to them in a minute.
Okay.
And we'll take the 10 cards that you chose. And what I want you to do is double check you've definitely got 10, because any young children out there that are watching, whenever you do counting, like in maths, you've always got to double check your work. That's what my teacher told me. Speaking of school, when I was at school, they used to do letter of the day. And every day it would be a different letter, and you would do a task relating to that letter. Do you know this?
Yeah.
And one day there was the letter N, and what the teacher used to do, she used to say, "Boys and girls, I'm going to go round and start off by asking you something beginning with a letter that you don't think you're very good at." And she got round to me, and do you know what I said when it was the letter N? Spelling. So there you go. So take the cards,
Right, take them all.
and what I want you to do is take the one off the top and flip
Put
it
it on the bottom.
and put it on the bottom, but do it like that, and then that way we can keep track of the
Right,
cards
so
we
that
counted.
one, yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10.
I have 10,
We definitely have 10.
definitely.
And this is where Neil comes into it. I want you to put the cards there.
My cards?
Yeah, put it in
Neil?
there.
Right.
And then I want you to take Neil and put Neil on top of the cards. Because it's his job to guard them.
Okay, right.
Okay?
Yes.
So we've got Neil guarding 10 cards.
Okay.
You dealt them on the table and then you checked that you counted correctly and you
Yep.
proved you can count.
Yep.
Okay.
Used to 10.
This is what's going to happen. I'm going to run my thumb down the side, just say stop.
Stop.
And the card you stopped me on was 3 hearts.
Okay.
But we're not interested in the hearts, Mum, we're only interested in the number.
Okay.
And thankfully we chose a number,
Right.
otherwise this trick's not going to work.
Okay.
And it's the number 3. Because what's going to happen is, using the power of Neil's bottom, we're going to make 3 cards travel from here under Neil.
Okay.
First one happens like this. That's 1. Second one, he just has to tap the cards and it's
Okay.
travelled.
Right.
And the third one,
Right. Okay.
so if you can do maths, we had 10 cards, we made 3 travel, how many should there be?
13.
Let's see if it's worked.
I just do what?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Give it up for Neil and my mum. Well done, Neil. So Neil's been on the camera. You're free to go.
Okay. Bye.
Had any more donations come in, Fraser? Have you managed to check?
I'll check.
Just refresh the page. Right, while he's looking at that, we'll move on to our next trick. Providing everyone can see me. Can everyone still see me still?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Because for this next one, like all of you who are bored stuck at home, you try and learn a new skill. And the skill I learned was the ability to memorise an entire deck of cards.
Mm-hmm.
So, with any memorisation, you've got to try and prove that you can do it. So what I'm going to do is, somebody behind the camera, all I need you to do is put your hand out in front. And what I want you to do is just put your finger on the back of any card you want. This one right here?
Yep.
We'll leave it there. I'm not going to look at it and nobody here is going to see what the card is. But if I've memorised these cards correctly, I should be able to tell you what that card is without having to look at what the card is, if that makes sense. Let's see if this works. The card that should be on the table is the 10 of diamonds.
Mm.
Which it is.
Woo!
So we'll mix the cards up again. I'm going to try this a few times. Do you want to touch a different one with your finger? This one?
Mm-hmm.
This one? We'll bring it to the top. And just like before, we'll leave the top card on the table and it's my job to work out what the one on the table is. 7 of clubs.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll do this one more time before it starts becoming boring and tedious. Touch the back of any card.
That side this time.
This one?
Yeah, that one there. Yep.
And let's see if we can get 3 out of 3. believe the card that was missing was, hold on, double check. So I had it there and then it just escaped my mind. It was the 5 of clubs. And it says indeed the 5 of clubs. Has anyone commented the name of a playing card yet?
Yes. Leslie says Ace of Clubs.
Ace of clubs. Have you had any others?
Ian Emily says Three of Hearts. Colin McRae says Jack of Spades because I'm Jack. 6 of Clubs from Dad. Kat says Queen of Diamonds. And Nicola says Ace of Hearts.
Okay, you pick one.
Pick.
Ace of Clubs.
Ace of clubs. Let's try and find the ace of clubs. Tell you what, do it like this. Ace of clubs. Bingo. What we're going to do is we're going to take the ace of clubs and put it in the middle, just like this. And then snap the fingers, the ace of clubs goes from the middle to the top. We take, watch again, we take the ace of clubs and it really does go in the middle. In fact, Mum, snap your fingers. And with snap the fingers, the card comes back to the top. We'll take the card and it changes into the 10 of clubs. But that's too many clubs, so I tell you what, what's this? Get a close up on this. Watch. So it turns back into the ace. And we'll take the ace and we'll give the cards a shuffle. To see the 4 of diamonds, Fraser? Watch. As it turns into the ace. Just like that. So who was that requested the ace of clubs?
Leslie.
So there you go, Leslie, there's a trick just for you. How long have we been live now, Fraser?
20 minutes.
20 minutes, okay. We'll do one more. And we'll call it quits. Got a special pack of cards. You're probably thinking, Ross, you've got several packs of cards there, what makes this one special? And the answer is, they're not just any deck of cards, they have the letters of the alphabet on them. Okay? Tried to do that fancy, that didn't quite go according to plan, but close enough. That's what you get for trying to show off on a Facebook Live. So for this last trick, it's a special trick because it's about having a brother or sister. Okay? So what we're going to do is, I'm going to deal cards down, just say stop for me, Fraser.
Stop.
There? I can keep going if you want.
Oh, keep going. Stop.
There. Because my brother behind the camera is my older brother, and before I came along, he could take whatever he wanted. So that's what he's just done, he's took whatever amount of cards that he decided he wished to have. But when you've got a sibling, as Fraser found out, you've got to share things. So I'm going to split the cards that he chose into 2 piles. Just like that. But what does your mum say when you share things? You've got to decide who keeps what. So Fraser, with that in mind, which pile do you want? This one or that one?
That one.
This one? Okay. So this one. But the problem is, like every sibling rivalry, you always end up with each other's stuff because the pile you chose has the letter R on it. When really the pile you should have had is this one. There we go. And to finish, I wanted to try something with my mum again, if you want to take a seat. Because I thought for a bit of fun, because I thought we'll just do one more, I thought we would try something using our imagination. We got a good imagination?
Think so?
Okay.
So?
Because I've done about 20 minutes worth of card magic, I thought we would try some card magic using some pretend cards.
Okay, right.
And before I go any further, I just want to make a quick disclaimer. I didn't ask you to do this trick beforehand. We didn't pre-arrange anything. I know you're my mum, but I didn't tell you beforehand that this is what we're going to do and tell you exactly what I want you to do.
I didn't know any of the shows, so no.
Good, just like how we rehearsed. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
It's not.
So, with that in mind, here's an imaginary pack of cards.
Okay,
What's the first thing you do when you get a deck of cards?
take them out the pack.
Well done. Most people say shuffle them, but if you can't take them out the box, it's a bit difficult. So take them out the box. And then, as I say, shuffle them up. Interesting shuffling technique. Show the cards to the camera.
All of them.
Yeah. If you're watching this, you're staring at invisible cards. What's the matter with you? Spread them out on the table.
Oh, put them down there, go. Oh, this is
Who's the magician? Who's the magician here? Where are you? So with that in mind, let's look at the cards. My words, women, you've done a good job. Do you know why? Because you've shuffled them into the two colours, red and black.
Wow.
I know you are clever. How did you do that? So my question is this: what's your favourite colour, red or black?
Red.
Red. Take the black cards and pick them up, and throw them in Fraser's face. There we go. Take the reds and mix them up. Spread them out. And again, you've done this superbly. For those of you who can't read invisible cards, we've got all the diamonds together and all the hearts are together.
Okay.
I don't know how you're doing this.
Yeah, I know that.
So, question: what do you prefer, diamonds or hearts?
Diamonds.
I don't believe that you've seen too many diamonds in your time. Take the diamonds and put them in your pocket. You never know, they might come real if you put them under your bed at night. So you need to look after those diamonds. So we'll use the hearts for this next bit. Shuffle up the heart cards. Spin them out. And you put them all in the right order, just like I did earlier on. If you missed that, make sure you watch it later. So we've got ace through king.
Mm-hmm.
A suit in a deck of cards can be split into two categories, pictures and numbers. Are you a pictures girl or a number girl?
Pictures.
Yeah, who likes maths? Take the number cards and throw them away. So we've got our picture cards. There's 3 picture cards in a suit of cards. There is the king, the queen and the jack. Pick all 3 up. Deal all 3 onto the table. Put your hands out like this, and then put them onto my mat. What you've just done, without realising, is you've covered up 2 of the 3 cards. Which 2 have you covered up?
The queen and the king.
The queen and the king. Take the jack and throw them away. Lift your hands up. King and queen of hearts left. Give me one. Pick one up and give one to me.
Good.
You're giving me the king?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll put them in my pocket. You've left the queen on the table.
Mm-hmm.
As I say, before this, I never told you to go through all this and leave the queen at the end, correct?
Correct.
Good. Hold that thought. Queen of Hearts, you said.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a question for everyone watching. Does anybody who's watching this now follow me on Instagram? Because if you do, you'll want to. Fraser, do me a favour. Hand the video to Mum. No, in fact, your phone to Mum. And are you logged in on Instagram?
2 seconds.
Who knew logging into Instagram took so long? Perfect. And pass the phone to Mum. And I want you to look at the most recent photograph, which is that one right there. And do you see something?
Oh,
Pinterest.
goodness. It's the Queen of Hearts. Can you see?
And you can check that's a legitimate picture by following me on Instagram.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Do you want to make it bigger?
No, I can see it.
And that's my show. Get donating. Make sure you follow me on Instagram so you can check that picture out. And if you missed any of the magic on today's show, you can watch the show back at the very end. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.